So a lot of people struggle to motivate themselves to go to the gym consistently 3 or 4 times a week. Under the guise of the perimenopause or the menopause, it can sometimes be a little bit harder. I just established this last week when I actually done all 4 of my workouts at home due to the fact that the gym was excessively busy and we had torrential rain and gales force wind, and I didn't have, because I car share with my dad, didn't actually have the car. I was like, I'm not walking in that, and I'm not walking up there to then do exercises I can't do because the whole world's in the gym. So I've done it at home. And when I first started working out, I was like, oh, I could just bin this and go and just have some breakfast. And I was like, no, stop it. And you know, you have that conversation with yourself. Even before I was Peri, I'd occasionally have that conversation, but it was more prevalent. I'm more like, when I get home from work, after a day's work, I'm like, it's almost like I'm burnt out more than I used to be. Also, my sleep isn't as fantastic as it was. So the last 2 or 3 hours of my sleep's not as heavy as it used to be. I've always slept well, but it definitely has started to affect me a bit more, and has demotivated me to get... I actually thought I was depressed for a long while. I made a YouTube video on my other channel actually about how I wasn't sure if I was depressed, because this time of year I get seasonal affective disorder. And I'm not depressed, I'm actually quite happy. I'm still doing creative things, you know, light painting, tie-dyeing, playing the guitar, you know, photography itself. I like to cycle. I'm not cycling out in that right now. I'm not going to do that. So, on the whole, I'm actually quite undepressed. I'm just not feeling very social. And I think the reason why I'm not feeling very social is because, 1, the perimenopause and hormones, and they're all over the place. And 2, because I'm awake, as they say. I'm one of those people who questions reality and don't listen to the TV or watch the news or listen to any of that crap, and I see through a lot of it, and people don't like that. You know, during that period, I wasn't very popular, but I'm glad I trusted my gut and said no. But yeah, I think there's a combination of that as well. But if you're going through the perimenopause or the menopause and you're demotivated, push yourself. You've got to, because if you don't, you'll end up, all those things you don't want to happen will happen. Like, oh, I'm putting on weight, or I'm not, because you do get more insulin resistance. You don't move as much. You're more like sluggish. You're more whatever else. Now, I'm not going to take HRT. I've decided I'm not taking it unless I have to, right? And that means that I can't deal with these symptoms any longer. Now, only you can gauge how long you can put up with that for, and only you can gauge how you feel. But if it's affecting your actual life that badly, go and see your doctor and maybe get some hormone replacement. I would rather long it out, use holistic and food, and hope for the best. So that's where I am. I'm not in menopause yet, I'm still in Peri. Yeah, I've heard that can go on for years. So, you know, I don't plan on going through this for much longer. Luckily, I haven't got too much brain fog. I feel a little bit vague every now and then, but for me, the hardest bit is motivating yourself to do things, motivating yourself to do anything. I don't want to be social at the moment particularly. I don't really want to talk to people. I don't really want anything to do with them. I just want to do my own thing when I want to do it selfishly. And that ain't me. If you know me, I'm not that kind of person. I'm very social, even though I'm not at times. I like to help people, and I like to do things. I don't like just sitting around, you know, and doing nothing. I'm a doer more than a not doer. But yeah, I noticed that after about 2 sets of starting a workout, I started to feel how I normally feel during a workout. So if you're perimenopause, you start working out and you don't feel it, give it a couple of sets. Give it a couple of exercises. And if after 10-15 minutes you still feel that way, then maybe you should go and see your doctor and find out if there's any massive hormone issues. That's the best bit of advice I can give. Peace, love and light. Enjoy your day.